Welcome back to Stage Zero Life Sciences channel on a mission to help reduce the incidence of late stage cancer through early intervention. Joining us to give us some updates into 2024, we have James, the CEO, joining us again. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Good to be here.
Pleasure to get you back on. So I know as 2024 kicks off, you've been working on kind of a whole series of initiatives. You want to give us kind of a ground floor look into what we can expect and what you guys are paying most attention to in the first quarter of the year?
Yep, great starting point. We've come out of the starting blocks really quickly. So, with all of the work that we put into 2023, in fact, across the sort of last 12 months, everything was getting ready, getting it all of the pieces, getting it in place to go. So Jan 1 arrives, and actually we've started very, very quickly, and great results so far. Very early. I mean, we're only day 4 of the year. But if we continue the way we are, we'll have a marvelous year. So working down the various pieces. So let's start with Care Oncology in the US. So we're adding 3 new programs right now, plus some partnerships that run with that. So one, we're adding an additional dietary piece. This will complement what we do with the source. The source, as you remember, gives you very sort of in-depth information on how to manage diet during various stages of having cancer. They also show you how to procure the food, and they show you how to prepare the food. So we're getting huge reception to that. It's working extremely well. However, what we're adding is a more basic piece to it, so that people can come in and find sort of dietary information and run with it and tailor it themselves. The two complement each other very well. The second thing is we're out of the starting gates with a group called Connect and Thrive. And Connect and Thrive is based out of Boston. They've curated a very small group of people that they want to work with. We were one that were invited to join them. They're a marvelous group, incredibly well connected. And really what they do is they connect cancer patients with groups that can help them. And we being one of them. So that in the process of going live, and we're already getting new patients from them, which is excellent. The final piece with this is we have a new collaboration with a major glioblastoma foundation in the US. And that's not only going to help us with the METRICS study, because obviously provide patients for that, but there's a huge educational effort that will go on between the two of us to educate more people about glioblastoma, the fact that you can look for it, what the warning signs are, and then how you can intervene to look for better outcomes. Very exciting around all of this too is that it will pull forward into Aristotle. And Aristotle, as we add the glioblastoma test, there's almost as much excitement about that because remember at this point, there is no screening test for glioblastoma. You typically find it late stage and you find it when it's symptomatic. So we're driving down that. You pull that forward into the European side, and we're launching into Europe. Huge initiative going right now. Europe has got 780 million people. If you look at what we do in the UK, if we can get similar success in Europe, we can probably nearly increase our volume by tenfold. So it's a huge market. You have to go there to be really great. So big push, Care Oncology to begin with, but we're also looking at taking Aristotle into Europe. So there, you pull it forward to AVERT. All of that is the whole program. That ties a lot with what we're doing with employers. We have that program ready to run, and so that's in the process of being deployed now as well. And it ties particularly to a group like My One Medical Source. And moms, if you remember the significant number of outlets, they have over 1,000 outlets or 1,000 partners across all of the US. We're going live with them right now as we take it through. It's a joint effort. Remember that what they do is they provide patients access to us, but we provide them with tests that are running through there. We drive volume to them, they drive volume to us, they open up their customers, they open up their accounts to us, and we get to walk in. So very excited about that. It's truly a major initiative. And again, it's both Aristotle and the AVERT program. You pull from there into METRICS. We talked about that a little bit. That's coming together very nicely. We should get that going in the very next short while. And if you remember, that's the prospective study, the follow-on to what we did on METRICS 1. That's where the adjunctive care oncology program showed a doubling of overall survival time within the program. And what we need to do is obviously build on that data. We need to build on that evidence. We want to put a lot more parameters around it. We're going to put neuroimaging into it. And that's where, for example, the Glioblastoma Foundation will be particularly helpful. And we'll build that out. And then obviously the final piece is the Aristotle clinical trial. We're finalizing the protocol right now, working with the lead PI in Toronto, and we will deploy that in the next short while as well. Remember, the primary piece about that is we're looking to actually use this as a primary screen within some hospital systems, whereby we're looking to actually reduce time, increase accuracy, reduce cost in terms of actually screening and diagnosing patients as they referred in. So secondary piece to that is obviously it allows us to build out additional tests on Aristotle, lung, for example, glioblastoma being another, pancreatic being another. We're also going to look at some of the blood cancers. So that's an update. Exciting start to the year.
Yeah, I feel like 2023, you laid a lot of the foundation for the growth vectors that are going to be playing into this year. And I'll pass it off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think in that comment section below. Consider subscribing because when news catalysts continue to come down the wire, of course, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that, we look forward to catching you in the next one.